Robert E. Lee has a new head football coach. He is Darrell Piske, and right now on the APEC VIP hotline, cutting-edge training for the serious athlete, apecgo.com. Joining us is the new Robert E. Lee Red Raiders head football coach, Darrell Piske. Coach, congratulations. Welcome to Tyler.
Well, I appreciate it. We're excited about it.
Tell me a little bit about yourself from a personal standpoint. Wife, kids?
Yeah, I've been married, I guess, about 27 years. I guess if she hears this and realizes I don't know the exact date, I could be in trouble already. But I've got 3 kids, all boys. 2 of them have graduated and are currently in college, and I've got one that's an 8th grader, going to be a freshman next year.
Outstanding. Okay, so he may be playing for you then before long.
No, he's an arrowhead hunter. He's not into sports or anything. He likes arrowheads and stuff like that, so we do a lot of arrowhead hunting.
Okay, very good. All right, well, tell me a little bit about why this job and what exactly about Robert E. Lee was it that made you interested in wanting to come up here?
Well, 2 things really. Most importantly, like I told the committee, is about a year ago, my wife and I had attended a teacher's meeting in Tyler, and she had turned to me and she just fell in love with the city, and she made the comment that, hey, we could move to Tyler. And so the other thing is just the opportunity that exists with the history of Robert E. Lee and, state champs in '04. So it's just a history program and everything that we've researched and found, just a great city. Everybody we've met's been first class and just great people, and just to be a good place for our family.
Tell me a little bit about your coaching philosophy. What kind of offense and defenses do you like to run?
We've run 3-4. Of course, I'm old, so we've ran a lot of different defenses over the years. You got to tweak it to fit your personnel. Offensively, we've based out of the eye, but there's been places that we've never seen the eye, just based on the talent that we have, and just really trying to figure out who your playmakers are and what your strengths are of your kids and fit it to fit them.
Now, tell me a little bit about any decisions on your coaching staff. You know exactly who you're going to bring in yet? How are you free to hire anybody you want and all that?
Well, right now we're still in the process of all that. I mean, there'll be some changes, and then getting to know the guys that are there. They've got some good guys that are currently on staff. I'm aware of that, and meeting with those guys and building relationships and figuring out who fits into the way I do things and stuff like that. Just, making sure we all mesh and have one cohesive staff. So really right now we're just kind of in the initial stages of that.
And as far as your role at Fairfield, will you have any input on who replaces you there?
Well, we've talked. Everybody that's involved in the process here has talked, and we all know, without commenting on who it is, but they've got a good replacement. Really, when I hire people, I try to hire people that are better than I am at doing my job, and so there's plenty here that we've brought in to do the job, and we're just hoping it works out for what's best for these kids and those guys.
Now, about the move, I know you coached at Valley Mills and went to the semifinals, and then just the last 4 years at Fairfield, 23-19 there, and moving now from 3A to 5A. What kind of challenges do you expect, and how are you going to handle that?
Well, really, you always get asked that question whether you're going up and down in A's, and really it's all about relationships with kids and fundamentals, blocking and tackling. So I've never got caught up. I've coached in the 5A all the way down to the 1A through my career. So, it's more to me about relationships with kids and getting good people on staff and just going from that route, teaching fundamental football. There's a lot of different offenses win championships at different levels and a lot of different defenses. So really it's all about the kids and relationships, and it's just coaching. I mean, I don't really look at that. Everybody gets to put 11 on the field, whether it's the NFL or the Class A schools. So, we don't have more numbers on the field. We just got to figure out what we do with what we have.
Well, you went through the interview process, and there were some questions about the interview process. Did you find it to be unusual or unorthodox?
No, every process that I've ever been through is unique to that place. And so I don't sit around and judge processes, and there's reasons why people do things. And, there'll be people that, as I start looking and filling a coaching staff, there'll be people, that I talk to that probably go, hey, that's a little different, but it's the way I do it. So, I don't really look at that, and I didn't get into all that. It was, it was a growing experience and learning experience, and, like I say, everybody has their own process, and that's not for me to judge. So I just roll through it and do what I need to do on my end.
But obviously, you feel pretty comfortable that this is going to be a good fit for you.
Yeah, I'm good about it. You're always, this is the part of the coaching career that's the toughest, because with the change on your family and families that are currently at Tyler and families that are here in Fairfield, it's a lot of stress, because when you get in this business, if you're not successful, if you don't think about the kids and your fellow coaches, and you realize that it's the tough part of it. So, but we're excited about it. It looks like a great opportunity. If it wouldn't, I wouldn't jump into it. I know there's a lot of work ahead and a lot of challenges are going to lie ahead, but we're ready to just hit the ground running and see where it all takes us.
Well, the history you mentioned about Robert E. Lee. They won the state championship a few years back, but it's been kind of a downturn for them here recently. What do you know about the situation now, and what kind of things do you do when you go into a situation like this where it's been down for a few years as you try to turn it around?
Really the first thing is just kind of look at everything and get all the facts. You can hear stuff out there all the time, but just really I go in and honestly look and whatever needs to be changed, I change it quickly, and whatever's working, we keep that. And so I just got to go in and really get the facts and get on the ground and see what needs to be fixed. And number one thing is just getting the kids' belief back and getting their attitude up and making sure it's their goal to be successful, and showing them how we can reach that goal if we're all willing to put the work in.
And in the course of the process, with the interview process, talking to Rod Casper and, of course, Dr. Reed, is there any particular thing that they emphasize that they want from you as a head coach that maybe they weren't getting from the previous regime?
No, there wasn't anything, any correlations drawn either way, and the questions they ask is more, I guess, finding out about what I was all about and stuff like that. But no, nothing from that standpoint.
Okay. Well, Coach, we do, again, congratulate you. We're very excited to see you come to Tyler. We wish you the best of luck, and we hope that we'll be able to talk to you a lot in the future about getting that Robert E. Lee situation turned around. We really do congratulate you again on getting the job.
I appreciate it. We're excited, ready to get there and go to work.
Outstanding. Coach Darrell Piske, the new Robert E. Lee Red Raiders head football coach, on Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.